Hey guys, it's Katie and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys crochet projects that you could make within one day. So these are going to be project ideas that may take you only like 30 minutes to an hour, anywhere up to maybe like 10 or 12 hours is what I'm thinking. But all of these, I think you should be able to finish in one day, especially if you're more of like an intermediate crocheter. But even people that are beginners, I do think could finish these projects in just one day or just a couple of hours for some of them. So as normal for all of these kind of pattern idea videos or project idea videos, I'm going to be popping up pictures on the screen of ideas that I have found on Pinterest, just as generic ideas to show you. But for every item I mentioned, there's a ton of patterns that you can look for and search for, but all of the ideas I'm showing on the screen are on one Pinterest board, and that's going to be linked below for you guys to check out in case you are interested in any of the patterns or pictures that I pop up on the screen. So I also feel like a lot of these ideas are going to be good for things like gifts, especially if you are maybe watching this video like the day before you're supposed to go to a birthday party, or maybe 2 days before, something like that, and you only have a few hours or maybe one day to make something. Hopefully these ideas can help you out for a good gift idea, or just in general if you want to make a project and then you need to move on like pretty quickly to the next one or something. Hopefully these ideas will help you. Anyways, with that, I'm just going to move off to the side so that I can insert the pictures from Pinterest that I was talking about, and we are just going to get on with these ideas. And these are in no particular order at all. So first idea is a dishcloth, which this is a project that I recommend for all beginners. Any person that I'm teaching to crochet, I pretty much have them start with a dishcloth. And no matter your skill level, I think this is something you could finish in one day, depending on how big you want to make it, or depending on what yarn, of course. And that's with all of these, right? If you're going to use blanket yarn for something, it's going to be quicker than if you're using a weight tube yarn. But still, this is a pretty quick project to work up, especially if you've been crocheting for a while. Next is crochet keychains in general. This one's a koala bear, but it could be literally anything, or anything really small you can put on keychains. But anything that does say a keychain pattern in general should be something that's really quick, and you should, like I said, be able to do it in basically one day, or maybe just an hour or two, depending on the size and how like detailed it is, of course. Next idea is some crochet garland. Now again, this is going to depend on how complicated the pattern is. If you go with one that's maybe just like flowers or something simple, then it's not going to be as intricate, so it's not going to take as long. The one that I actually saved is this gnome one, which may take a little longer than a day now that I'm thinking about it, but there are plenty of garland ideas that you could make that would not take very long at all, especially like I've been saying if you've been crocheting for a while. Next is coasters. So I have some sunflower coasters here, which are super cute, and definitely to make like 3 or 4 of these I don't think would take you very long at all. But if you wanted to even choose a beginner coaster pattern, that would make it even quicker. Something that I like to do as more of like an intermediate crocheter, I would consider myself, I like to pick patterns that specifically say beginner or easy, because they're going to work up quicker for me than something that's more towards like an intermediate level type thing. So if I wanted to make something really quick and only spend a couple of hours on it, I would search beginner and then whatever I'm looking for. So that's just another idea as well, but we have a lot more. So next is any sort of amigurumi. This is specifically 20-minute ducks is what it's called, and there's a lot of different colors and options for this pattern, and they are pretty cute. So it says 20 minutes. I'm not sure if that's actually true because I've never made this pattern, but it does say 20-minute ducks. So I think you're pretty much guaranteed to maybe like an hour at most, because it says 20 minutes. But yeah, if you're really quick, then maybe 20 minutes. But I feel like even for me this would be longer than 20 minutes just because I'd get distracted. But anyway. Next we have some water bottle carriers, which I've actually made in the past and was really quick to make up. I didn't use this pattern specifically, but water bottle carriers are not only convenient, but they are, like I said, really quick to work up. That's why they're included in this video. Next we have this hanging basket, which any sort of basket in general should be pretty quick. And this one specifically looked pretty quick because it is kind of small. Of course, if you're planning on making like a big basket that's meant for like throw blankets or something, that might take a lot longer. But if you're just making little baskets for maybe like jewelry or something, that should be really quick to make and really simple as well for most patterns, and also a good idea. Next we have crochet flowers, which again is going to depend on which pattern you pick. With all of these, it's going to depend on which pattern you pick, but I think with a lot of flowers, especially the ones that are more like flat, you don't have to like crochet a stem or anything like that. I think those are going to be pretty quick project ideas versus maybe trying to make them with a stem and make like a bunch of them to put in a vase. That would be maybe a multiple day project. But just like one or two that don't include like a stem or anything, I think would be pretty quick and could definitely be done in like an hour or two. Next we have this toddler purse, which I literally just realized, you guys, that this is called a toddler purse. I thought it was a regular purse. Like, it's cute. I would use it as an adult 19-year-old. So honestly, if you just want like a small bag, you could just make the strap a little bit longer. That way it would fit like your size instead of a toddler. But if you are looking for a gift idea for a toddler, then I think this is really cute as well. But yeah, either way, this is a cute bag. And there are quite a few smaller bag patterns that I think would be quick to work up, and they don't necessarily have to be toddler bags. I just saved this one thinking it was cute and just read that it said toddler. So anyway. Next we have these 1 hour slippers, which I have made this exact pattern in the past as a beginner. Like, I don't think I crocheted for even more than like 2 or 3 months at this point, and it was pretty simple. I think it took me like maybe an hour or 2 for each one, but still that only adds up to like 4 hours max. So I do think it would be pretty simple, especially if you're not a beginner crocheter. It'd be even faster than that, I'm assuming. Anyways, next we have ear warmers, which I'm also going to include with headbands because to me they're kind of the same thing. But these in general should not take long. I made my mom one similar to this, but it was with velvet yarn, so it was a little bit thicker, but I was able to do that in a night, so maybe like 2 hours or something, and it did not take me very long at all. So I think that's a good quick project idea as well. Next is loveys, which are the little like stuffed animals attached to like tiny blankets for babies normally, or toddlers I guess. But I think these would be pretty quick to work up because you only have to make like half of the amigurumi or just like a head, and then just like a little blanket. I think would be pretty quick to work up. I personally have never made a lovey, so I can't exactly tell you if it's going to be quick, but again, it depends on the pattern you choose. So this cow one might be a little more intricate just because the cow has a lot of details and stuff, but if you chose an animal that wasn't too detailed, maybe you only had like a head and ears or something, and then like the blanket part was small, I think this could be definitely like a 2-3 hour project. Next we have this produce bag, which I do think would be pretty quick because it's not like fully crocheted in rows, it's like got holes in it. So I do think this would be pretty quick compared to making like a bag of this size that's like full rows and doesn't have the holes, you know what I mean? I think it's gonna be quicker than that at least. Next we have these no dip crochet pot holders, which pot holders in general I think are something that would be a really quick project. This one specifically you can kind of like put your fingers into and hold on to, which I think is really convenient, and it doesn't look like it would take very long at all. So again, another quick project, that's why it's in this video. Next we have this personal pouch, which they show being used for like earbuds, which I think is a really good idea. Or if you had really anything small you wanted to put in there, like maybe a lip balm. So a little pouch like this is cute. And if you have something small that you need to put in it, then it'd be really useful as well. Next, something that's also useful, but I think is going to be a really quick project, is a little hand sanitizer holder. Mainly used to clip on like a backpack or a keychain or a purse, something like that. But I think these are useful, and it also is a lot cuter than just like buying a plain one at Walmart or something. So another good idea. Next we have a sunglasses pouch, which again should be pretty straightforward and pretty quick. And another one that's just useful. Next we have Christmas ornaments, which I know it's not Christmas time, but these are not Christmassy at all, I feel like. So these could be cute to even just like hang in a room for decoration. Like, it doesn't have to be on a Christmas tree, but it also could be if you want to make Christmas presents like this soon. I think it's really cute design with these granny squares, but there's tons of options for crochet ornaments in general that I think would be pretty quick to make. Next I saved this crochet whale, which again falls under amigurumi, but this is a really small one, so I thought it would be really quick, maybe even like 20 minutes to an hour or something, like that other duck one guaranteed 20 minutes. Well, they didn't guarantee, but they called it a 20-minute pattern. So anyway, I do think this is a really cute one though, and looks fairly simple and like so small, so this could even be put on like a keychain or something if you really wanted. Next we have this ribbed beanie, which says it's a beginner pattern, so I thought it would be a really quick one for someone that's an intermediate crocheter, but you could also look up ones that aren't ribbed like that and just start with a magic circle and continue down. Those are even quicker, I find, and that would be even faster, especially if you are a beginner. I'm pretty sure you could make one like that in just like 2-3 hours, even if you are a beginner, because I make those a lot. I donated a bunch of them last year and they take me 30-45 minutes each, and that's probably with distractions included. So I think as a beginner you could do it in like 2-3 hours. Next we have this little bookmark, which bookmarks in general are really quick projects but also really cute. This one's cute with a little rainbow in the cloud, but again, this is also something that falls under the small category, so it's just going to work up really quickly because of how small it is. And a little self promo, I've been making these squishmallow crochet patterns, you guys. I will put some of them around the screen to show you, and whenever I make these patterns, it takes me less than like maybe 4 or 5 hours to make the pattern myself. So I do really think that you guys could make them yourself. Like, if you buy my pattern and make it yourself, I do think you could make them within just a few hours, definitely just a day. So I thought this would be a good one to include in this video as well. I think they'd make super cute gifts as well. Now, final 2 ideas. This idea is a zipper pouch. I feel like putting the zipper on would be the part that takes the longest, to be honest with you. And you could even make pouches that are only like a button or something, or you could just make a pouch that doesn't even have anything to close it if you didn't mind stuff falling out. But I think this would be quick, again, especially if you have been crocheting for a long time and you're experienced. But even if you aren't experienced, I think it could be pretty quick and straightforward, especially even some patterns that are more like flat pouches, I think could even be more like beginner friendly. But again, probably just search beginner crochet pouch if you actually want to make sure it's a beginner pattern. Alright, my final idea is crochet tops, or like clothes in general, as long as they're not like big projects, you know what I mean? So I have this tank top and it's granny squares, so I do think you could make these granny squares, stitch them all together and make the straps in one day. It may be cutting it close at like the 12-hour thing, but I do still think you could manage it. Like I keep saying, especially if you are more of an intermediate or advanced beginner crocheter, or if you just crochet fast in general. I know there's some people that crochet way faster than me probably. So I do think you could pull this off. I think I could pull it off. I don't crochet that fast, I feel like. So yeah, that was my last idea though, but there are other types of crochet clothes that I do think you could make in one day. Maybe things like scarves I didn't include in this video, which I'm including now by saying it, but I didn't like pop one up on the screen. But scarves I think could be like an accessory slash clothing item that would be pretty quick, especially if you're just doing like a straight rectangle one. Also shorts or maybe skirts, because that is like less fabric, you know what I mean? Not fabric, but whatever. But like mini skirts and shorts I think would be quick as well. And I'm sure there's lots of other ideas that I didn't think to include in this video. So if y'all do have other ideas that you'd like to make, maybe as like last minute gifts or just things that work up really quickly for you in general that I didn't include in this video, make sure you leave me a comment down below. That way myself or other viewers can see more ideas that weren't included in this video. And yeah, I really hope this video was helpful for you guys. Maybe if you're looking for like a really last minute gift idea, if you have to go to like somebody's birthday party tomorrow or something, or if you want to make something just really quick in general because you want to move on to the next project soon after or whatever. I just hope this video was helpful. If you guys did enjoy this video, please do give it a big thumbs up. If y'all do want to see more videos from me, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below and turn on the post notification bell. That way you know every single time I upload a brand new video. If y'all do want to see more from me, you can always check out more videos of mine, my blog, my Etsy shop, my podcast, all my social medias, my vlog channel, and my Wearables shop. All of that's always linked in the description box down below. But yeah, thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you guys here in the next video. Goodbye!